Known for its plethora of ancient ruins, whitewashed villages, sunny beaches, tasty cuisine, and friendly atmosphere, it is no wonder that Greece ranks among Europe's top travel destinations. Greece is made up of a mountainous mainland and hundreds of islands where each one offers its own share of stunning landscapes, historic sites, and cultural delights. Here's a look at the best places to visit in Greece. Number 10. Cape Sunion. Situated at the southernmost tip of the Attica Peninsula, Cape Sunion is best known as the site of the ancient Greek temple of Poseidon, the god of the sea. The remains are perched on the headland surrounded on three sides by the sea. The sunset over the Aegean Sea, as viewed from the ruins, is a sought-after spectacle. The site is also a popular day excursion for tourists from Athens. Number 9. Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki is Greece's second-largest city and the capital of the Macedonian region of northern Greece. Lively festivals, social events, and a buzzing nightlife make this city the cultural capital of Greece. Comprised of a historic city center and commercial district, Thessaloniki offers both old and new attractions, from its Byzantine walls, White Tower, and Turkish baths to colorful food markets and museums. The city's nightlife is unmatched. From small tavernas to nightclubs and other entertainment venues, Thessaloniki offers it all. Number 8. Mykonos. Mykonos is famed as a cosmopolitan destination amongst the Greek islands. Mykonos town is a stunningly picturesque Greek town with a maze of tiny streets and whitewashed houses. Although the streets are lined with small shops, boutiques, cafes, bars, and restaurants, Mykonos town has not completely lost its identity. Thanks to strict building regulations, its traditional Cycladic architectural style and character has remained firmly intact. Number 7. Halkidiki. Halkidiki is a trident-like peninsula near the city of Thessaloniki, sporting excellent beaches. The three separate peninsulas can be roughly summarized as follows. Cassandra has the nightlife, Sithonia has the beaches, and Athos has the monks. Being closest to Thessaloniki, Cassandra is more built up, while the more quiet Sithonia has campgrounds, hidden coves, and clear waters. Both are popular with Greek and Eastern European tourists. Much of the easternmost peninsula belongs to the Mount Athos monastic community. It's accessible by boat and open to male pilgrims only. Number 6. Peloponnese. Shaped much like a large leaf, Peloponnese was traditionally called Morea, which means mulberry leaf. Located in the southernmost region of both Europe and Greece, Peloponnese is a wide peninsula connected to the mainland by the Rio Antario Bridge. Interspersed with classical Greek temples, Venetian fortresses, Byzantine churches, and Mycenaean palaces, the peninsula echoes the ancient cultures and events from its extensive history. Among these ancient ruins is Olympia, where the first Olympic Games were hosted in honor of Zeus. Number 5. Delphi. Second only to the Acropolis, Delphi is Greece's most popular archaeological site. Located about 2.5 hours from Athens along the slopes of the awe-inspiring Mount Parnassus, Delphi was once revered by the ancient Greeks as the center of the earth. Dedicated to the god Apollo, Delphi was an important oracle. In ancient times, people would come to this sacred spot to inquire of the priestess for advice on a wide range of topics, from farming to relationships and politics. Significant ruins and structures include the Temple of Apollo, the Athenian treasury, the theater, and hippodrome that once hosted events of the ancient Pythian Games. Number 4. Meteora. The Greek word meteora means suspended in the air, and this phrase aptly describes the spectacular cliffs that rise more than 1,200 feet in the air, overlooking the villages of Kalimbaka and Kastraki in the northern region of Greece. What makes these cliffs even more inspiring are the historic monasteries perched along its summits. Dating back to the 14th and 16th centuries, the monasteries at Meteora were built by monks seeking spiritual isolation and freedom from religious persecution. Number 3. Crete. The largest of the Greek islands, Crete is a spacious land of pleasing contrasts, where landscapes range from stunning coastline to rugged mountains and rolling countryside dotted with olive trees. Bustling cities spread beyond to quiet villages, centered around outdoor coffee shops. History lovers will want to explore the many historic and archaeological sites that dot the island, such as Knossos Palace, which dates back to the Minoan civilization. Number 2. Athens. Inhabited for more than 3,000 years, Athens is widely known as the cradle of Western civilization and the birthplace of democracy. The city presents a confusing blend of historical and modern features. Athens is famous for its archaeological ruins and monuments such as the famous Acropolis, the Parthenon, the ancient Agora, and the Theater of Dionysus, just to name a few. However, Athens is not just about ancient ruins. This bustling city is also an important center for culture and nightlife. Number 1. Santorini. Part of the Cyclades, Santorini is famous for its dramatic views, stunning sunsets, the whitewashed houses, and its very own active volcano. Fira, the capital of Santorini, is a marriage of Venetian and Cycladic architecture, whose white cobblestone streets bustle with shops, tavernas, hotels, and cafes, while clinging on the edge of a high cliff. If you arrive by sea, you can take a cable car up from the port, or alternatively take a trip on a mule up the 588 zigzagging steps. With its sandy beaches, soaring mountains, and picturesque harbor, it's no wonder that Rio de Janeiro is known as the Marvelous City. Facing the South Atlantic coast, the second largest city in Brazil is blessed with one of the most beautiful natural settings for a metropolis in the world. The dazzling landscape is just one of the reasons that visitors flock to Rio. During carnival season, the streets fill with music and ornately costumed dancers, attracting revelers from all over the globe. At any time of year, visitors won't want to miss the top tourist attractions in Rio de Janeiro. Number 10. Barra da Tijuca Beach. This beautiful beach, which is the longest in Rio de Janeiro, boasts clean white sand and tends to be less crowded and attracts fewer tourists than Ipanema and Copacabana. Its waters are also said to be cleaner than those two more famous beaches. Barra da Tijuca attracts active beachgoers, so you'll find many kite surfers and body surfers here. The area surrounding Barra da Tijuca Beach is also the youngest in Rio, having been developed approximately 30 years ago. Number 9. Lagoa Neighborhood. The Lagoa area is not only the most exclusive neighborhood in the affluent Zona Sul district, but is the third most expensive neighborhood in all of South America. It is also home to a large lagoon known as the Lagoa Rodrigo de Freitas. The 4-mile path encircling the lagoon is a favorite spot for joggers and cyclists. Open-air cafes and restaurants along the shore offer stunning views of the lagoon and the beaches beyond. Number 8. Maracanã Stadium. Soccer is by far the most important sport in Brazil, and the Maracanã Stadium is one of Rio's most important landmarks. It was able to hold nearly 200,000 people when it opened in 1950. In modern times, the capacity has been reduced because of safety considerations and the introduction of seating for all fans. It was partially rebuilt in preparation for the 2014 World Cup and is currently able to seat 80,000 spectators, making it the largest stadium in South America. Number 7. Tijuca National Park. One of the largest urban forests in the world, the Tijuca National Park covers a huge area of a mostly mountainous landscape. Visitors can hike to Rio's highest peak to enjoy expansive views of Guanabara Bay and the city below. Nearly destroyed in the early 1800s by encroaching coffee plantations, much of the forest was replanted by hand in the latter half of the century with as many as 9 million trees. Attractions include the pink Meyring Chapel and several beautiful waterfalls. Number 6. Lapa Neighborhood. Located in the downtown section of Rio, the Lapa neighborhood was once the city's red light district. Today, the area is known for its vibrant nightlife. Lined with samba and choro bars, the music and dancing spills out into the street on weekend nights. Most of the architecture dates back to the 1800s, providing a scenic backdrop to all the festivals. It's the perfect place to meet up with friends to sip caipirinhas, the national cocktail made with sugar cane, hard liquor, and lime. Escadaria Celeron, a set of famous steps, connects both the Lapa and Santa Teresa neighborhoods. Number 5. Jardim Botanico. Located in the west of the Lagoa neighborhood, the Botanical Gardens houses more than 8,000 species of plants. Built in the early 1800s, the garden features many mature specimens, including avenues of towering palm trees. Visitors flock to the park to view the 600 species of orchids. The garden includes a number of monuments, fountains, and features, including a Japanese garden, a pond filled with water lilies, and a museum which displays exhibits that focus on the environment. Number 4. Sugarloaf Mountain. Rising 1,300 feet above the mouth of the Guanabara Bay, Sugarloaf Mountain is a monolith of quartz and granite that visitors can crest via a glass-walled cable car known as a bondinho or teleférico. The cable car departs every 20 minutes from the base of Babylonia Hill and climbs to the top of the Morro da Urca Hill. From there, visitors can take a second cable car up to the mountain summit. Number 3. Ipanema. The beach made famous in the bossa nova song The Girl from Ipanema in the 1960s remains one of Rio's most popular tourist spots today. A long, arcing expanse of soft white sand and rolling waves, Ipanema routinely reaches the top of the best beaches in the world lists year after year. The beach is bordered by a well-organized grid of shops and restaurants, as well as an array of art galleries and clubs. Posts mark off the beach into sections. Families favor the section between posts 11 and 12, while the area near post 9 attracts dedicated sunbathers and freewheeling artists. Number 2. Copacabana. Separated from Ipanema to the west by surfer-favored Arpoador Beach, Copacabana has a more active vibe than its equally famous neighbor. Rio locals, called cariocas, always seem to have a game of soccer or volleyball in play, while vendors vociferously hawk their drinks and snacks. Visitors and cariocas alike love to stroll along the promenade that borders the 2.5-mile-long beach. Originally built in the 1930s, the walkway features a wave-like design laid out in black and white stones. Inland from the promenade are closely packed multi-storied hotels and apartments. Number 1. Christ the Redeemer. Perched atop the 2,330 feet high peak of Corcovado Peak, the statue of Cristo Redentor stands with arms outstretched, gazing serenely out over the city. Construction of the statue began in 1922 during the heyday of the Art Deco movement, and the concrete and soapstone statue is considered the largest statue designed in the genre in the world. Most visitors take a vertical cog train to reach the base of the summit. From there, visitors to the monument once had to climb hundreds of steps to reach the top. Today, elevators and escalators are available to shorten the trip.